TK-1216. You may enter.
Sir, I apologize for interrupting. We are behind schedule.
Ah, I see you've brought the next prisoner. Forgive me, I seem to have lost track of time with this previous one. You can throw him out the airlock. He's no use to me anymore.
And the woman?
You can trust him, it's okay. Leave her here. I will handle her. No need to strap her down. I'm in no danger.
Sorry, sir.
You don't have to be. I appreciate the concern, but I'm quite fine. You may return to your duties.
Yes, sir.
Please, take a seat. The more comfortable you get, the less time this will take. Listen to him. No. Not even a response. So be it. I won't force you to do anything you don't like, yet. Though, it is rude to ignore a host's request. Oh, you don't see me as your host. Why not? You did come here on your own, did you not? I never forced you onto my ship. Of course, ignoring the fact that you weren't meant to be found and your intentions were not as kind as my usual guests. Welcome or unwelcome, though, I suppose you still are my guest on my ship, and I will treat you like one. Well, hello to you as well, I guess. That's a rude first sentence and hardly an introduction. Just the torturer. Well, at least that information remains a secret. I suppose I could tell you. Why not? It's not like you'd leave here with half a mind to tell your friends anyways. Which... Did you also reuse the title of the Rebel Alliance? It doesn't really matter, we'll deal with them like the rest, but I was referring to your crude title for myself. The Torturer. Barbaric. Maybe you weren't paying attention when TK-1216 brought you in, but allow me to introduce myself. I am Darth Pravis, Sith Lord of the Empire. Which I'm sure you laugh about being the New Order or the New First Order, or something along those lines. We laugh at you, I'm sure you laugh at us. You'll have to lie better than that, girl. Oh, what? Oh, please, don't play coy. You know full well what a Sith Lord is. I could feel it in your blood. Your heart skipped a beat when I said the words. You haven't taken a breath and your lungs are tightening. Your eyes sting, your neck stiffened, your knuckles turned white, your blood grew cold, and your ears started to ring. You haven't just heard of the Sith before. You know just what we are and why we are feared. You'd be lying to yourself if you said you didn't know why you were terrified. Though, of course, in knowing about the Sith Order, you surely must know something about the Force. Which is why you're guarding your mind so well. Impressive. I'm sure you felt it just then. The pressure. Like the walls were closing in around you from the inside. In a way they were, while you desperately tried to hold them back. Tried and succeeded. For now. But once won't be enough. Not for me, at least. I'm not sure if you were somehow trained or simply have an abnormal willpower, but I assure you, mine is stronger. You see, I gave you a push, a shove to see if you would stumble and fall. Now that you're still standing, well, I get to test my own limits and have some fun. Of course, the seat is still available if you feel so inclined. No one else will take it. It's only me and you in here. So please, if you feel tired, sit. Still being rude, I see. Well, suit yourself. We'll be here for a while. So just whenever you need to, I won't mind. But for now, let's get started. Shall we? There's a rather long list of questions that were left unanswered by your friend. Conspirator? Ally? Comrade? What did you think of him? No? Very well, I'll begin then. Nice and simple, it's hard to get this one wrong, alright? What is your name? I certainly hope no parent would ever name their child, "Go fuck yourself." So I'm not sure if I believe you. I'll try that one again. You will speak your name out loud to me immediately. You know, saying it angrily doesn't really make you more defiant. It just comes across as bitchy, if anything. Especially after how considerate I've been. Any officer probably would have had you shot by now. Still, it's a lovely name if I do say so. Where's that from? Felucia? Well, if that's how you're going to be, then I don't feel the need to be polite enough to refer to you by your name. Until you learn your place and comply, I think I will just call you by what you are. Right now, that's a bitch. So, bitch, I will be perfectly honest with you, since at this point I see no possible way of you ever meeting up with your rebel friends again. I don't really need you here. In fact, after the first crew member, who told me everything I wanted to know, the other 8 were nothing more than training exercises for my mind. You would have been the same had you not shown your, curiously, a high level of understanding of the Force. Of course they were all just toys. What else would they be? You think, after all of this, we could just let you go, say thank you, and send you back off to your ship, free to return to your pathetic troops, and then tell them everything you've learned, as insignificant as it may be? That I would forgive you and the shits that you came here with for murdering 50 of my soldiers? Or maybe that each of their families would forgive you instead, and say, "It's fine, my father was only a stormtrooper, it didn't really matter." How dare you assume that your life is valued higher than others? Just a toy to play with, not you. No, you're less than that. You are a body for me to defile, a mind for me to probe and ruin, a soul to break down and crush beneath my will. And by the time I am done with you, you will be even less than that. Mindless, droning, and begging to obey me however I wish. Never obey me, huh? I've heard that before. It has always changed in the... A moment, please, cunt. It's rude to interrupt people, you know. So hold your breath for a moment, will you? Good girl. Now, I'm not an idiot. Of course I know you don't want to. I would never follow the orders of someone evil. How fucking naive! You think that just because you believe in anarchy and follow an outdated and irrational Jedi code, that you're what? One of the good guys? You don't even follow the code yourself. None of you do. None of you have for a very, very long time. To imagine that there is even such a thing as good and evil, and to think yourself is righteous after everything you've done. Why? Because you fight for freedom? Because you fight for peace? You have a lot to learn, so let me teach you something. Peace is a lie. There is only passion. Through passion, I gain strength. Through strength, I gain power. Through power, I gain victory. Through victory, my chains are broken. The Force shall set me free. But not you. No. At the end of the day, you will be my victory. And you will be anything but free.